Okie dokie. I've actually been trading pre-market and the open. It's pretty wild today. So we had that huge move down yesterday, and then we have retraced much of it. Actually, we retraced all of it yesterday. So we came down. This is like a three-wave corrective move to the upside, which then to me indicates a strong possibility that we are going lower. So we're looking for a break of this 57.44 area from yesterday. Now, in this environment, when news can change everything, you can't be married to any kind of a bias. This morning's price action has been very sweepy. So we've had sweeps to the upside, sweeps to the downside, and we are currently strongly moving up. However, we have left unfinished business at the low, if I recall correctly, yes. And we broke the overnight low by a long shot. And we are not really, we're not really staring at the overnight high. We're kind of in the middle. So as this momentum to the upside fades, I'll be looking for a short, but probably not until we get below and stay below that big fat round number of 5,800. So I was doing some copying. I have two of these take profit evals, one of which I'm trying to get over the finish line sooner rather than later. And my copier got kind of sideways. So this account, which is a new eval, was underwater by about $300, I think. So it's still under by a little bit. This is the challenge of copy trading. So you got to be real careful. So I didn't want to do any recording or any live. I was going to do a live YouTube this morning, but I wanted to get this one back to the positive, which I haven't quite done, but I've cut that loss considerably. I think I did some ES trading, and yeah, that's why it was underwater. So I still have, and it's too erratic. See, the copier here didn't work either, so I've got to look into. Just got to be careful when you copy trades. You also need to have Rhythmic open on another machine so that you can keep an eye and you can hit that flat and then figure out what's going on. Somewhere along the lines, I got filled in one of the accounts and I didn't get filled in the other, or something like that happened. So anyway, this one is good. So that's I'm grateful for that. It was the new one that got hit kind of hard, which that's fine. This is only the second day of trading on that, and I'll bring that back to life. I do not, generally speaking, I do not like to sacrifice, quote unquote, one account for another. That's frowned upon, and I know there are some YouTube quote influencers out there that is their quote strategy. That is not a strategy. However you trade getting funded is most likely the way you're going to trade after you're funded. So if you're sacrificing one account just to get another one funded because you're, YOLOing, that's just stupid. And I don't do that sort of thing. It doesn't mean I don't sometimes put a lot of chips on the table, or if I have an account that's about to renew, and I'm far from, okay, so now I do want to start looking at shorts because we have now gone under that 5,800 big fat round number. I will add to it if we retest that, or I'll just add a trailing take profit stop here, which I like to do manually. Okay, so we're looking pretty decent here. Would like to get a few more contracts on, but so be it. All right, let's see, give it a second to push up. I don't like to chase it either, but I think we're gonna, okie doke. I think I'm gonna take profit here if I can get it, good. These sweeps, I would rather just take profit than try to trail a stop sometimes. But that action kind of gives me confirmation when it gets kind of aggressively to the sweeping to the downside. See, we have all of these zero prints that we have to go clean up. Now, they are not from all regular trading hours. It's just this current 30-minute candle. So once this 30-minute candle is over, those are kind of irrelevant because we have already traversed this. It's not like we have all these zero prints here. So now, see, I'm upside down, but I'm still under. So I'm gonna, oops, you gotta be so careful. I guess I'm not gonna add to it. I'm gonna put a take profit down here. Sweep, good. Let it push up again. It's not gonna push up. There we go. I can get one more on. It's still a very mixed bag of block trade. So a lot of buying and a little bit of selling in blocks. Some of these are bigger blocks in the sell side. But it's not like it's all one-sided. Okay. Safe to put a stop. Nope. I mean, ideally, I'd like to get 3 or 4 contracts on here and then get a stop and see it move back down through all these single prints. Then maybe even head down to the IB. Well, it'd be cool if it would avoid breaking this IB until we are actually at the IB. So the IB stands for initial balance. And that is the first hour of regular trading hours. So now we're kind of floating around here. So I'm going to go ahead and put a take profit in. And I might even just go ahead and take profit right here if we sweep, because I don't like the way it's kind of hanging out up here. Keep an eye over here on what the YM is doing. The NQ is pushing up. See, none of these guys are really, I want to see all 3 of these candles turn to the south. Our LRCs are up right now. Let's see. Okay, there we go. We have some pretty serious weather going on right now, so I may not stay on here too long. If I lose internet, that would be no bueno. Okay, I really don't like that. So I'm gonna probably get upside down here for a second. The sweeps are ugly. Alrighty, sweep on down here to me. Just even yesterday, I got ran over in both directions, so you just gotta keep the size small. Okay, there we go. Oops. Oh, joining this momentum down is kind of hard. because these snapbacks, you just have to accept that you're going to be off sides. This is the MES that's trading like the NQ. So I just put some targets in where there are some nodes where it's come up and hung out a bit. And then I try to take my profits as quick as I can so that I'm not getting in with too much size. And I wait for a sweep. Okay, I'm not trying to get smart here. I'm not going to add size here until if I get a sweep up, then maybe I'll add some. Otherwise, I'll sit in this for a few seconds. And see, when it comes up like this and then hangs out higher, this is not good for my short. So I got to give it a little more time. Let it sweep up and then try to add to it on a push back down. I'm still biased slightly to the downside, only because we're still below the 5,800 big fat round number. So I don't love sitting in this short, but these sweeps are a good 20 ticks. I'm probably going to add to it. Okay. Not in love with this. I'm getting a little bit over my skis here, not really comfortable. I'm probably going to end up bailing if we can't. We do have this nice node forming here. A sweep down could still take me out in the positive, but this would be honestly sheer luck if we can get worked out of here. Okay, don't want to be a dick for a tick. Okay, got lucky on that one. Honestly got lucky. Let's see, it accidentally got me in for too much. And now it's going to go against me to the downside. I'll try to sit here. The fact that it's sweeping so much in both directions gives me reason to stay in with small size, and I was able to work my way out. But honestly, my read was right. We are heading back down, but the price action is just schizophrenic right now. So let's give it a little more time. Let's wait and see what happens at the IB break at 10:30, because we're nowhere near either side, not really heading back down. So let's just let it bounce around while we are out of harm's way. I want to make sure that I am clear of everything. I have no trade on at this moment. I have reduced that loss to only $100, and I'm up in the account that I can get funded 630. So that's almost halfway to my goal for the day, or to get funded. So at 52,246, I have a little over $750 to go. I can wait till later this afternoon, or even just later this morning. Probably a good time to go fix a cup of coffee, let the IB break, see if it breaks hard. I'd like to see it break hard to the downside. But right now, it's not looking like it wants that right this second. It can change quickly, but I'm going to take a time out here. Maybe I'll go live for the IB break after a cup of coffee.